Hello and welcome to the MathematicsKicker. Today we'll be dealing with the linear inequalities. In the previous video we introduced the inequalities. Watch the previous video, the introduction of the inequalities. This video is part 2, continuation of the part 1 and the introduction of the inequalities. Right. Then now, today we'll be dealing with the linear inequalities. Let's say, for example, we are given something of this nature. X plus 2 is greater than 0. X plus 2 is greater than 0. What do we mean by saying x plus 2 is greater than 0? It says solve for x. It means that for which value of x is x plus 2 greater than 0? Okay, let's take, for instance, we have x plus 2 is equal to 0. We have something of this nature. Let's say we have something of this nature. What does it mean to solve for x? It means that for which value of x is x plus 2 equaling to 0, then now that's why we introduce minus 2 on both sides. Then this one will cancel this one. We'll have x equaling to 0 minus 2 is going to be minus 2. Right. It means that for which value of x is x plus 2 is equal to 0, the value of x is how much? Is 2. That value of x is 2. Right? That's why we have something of this nature. The value of x is 2 plus 2 will have something of this nature. This one will cancel, this one is 0. 0 is equal to 0. Then it means the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. It means for which value of x is this thing, this expression equaling to 0. Right? Then now, in this case, they are saying for which value of x is x plus 2 greater than 0. Right? Then we'll take these 2 on the other side. X is greater than what? Minus 2. That's the value of x. It means whereby x is greater than minus 2, we'll have something which is greater than 0. Let's say, for example, right? Let me draw a number line. Let me draw a number line so that we take it from the number line. Let's say we have a number line here. We have our minus 2. We know that on the number line, we have the positive on the right-hand side and the negative on the left-hand side. Let's say is not included, right? It's not included, it's open. Then now they are saying x is greater than minus 2. They're saying x is greater than minus 2. It means you will find those values this side, right? You'll find those values this side. X is greater than minus 2. You'll find those values this side, right? Then now in this case, if I take any value which is greater than minus 2, if I take any value which is greater than minus 2, let me take any value which is greater than minus 2 and I substitute here. It means I'll get an answer here which is greater than 0. Let's prove it. Let's take any value which is greater than minus 2. Which value is greater than minus 2? Let's take 3. Then we have x plus 2 is greater than 0. Then we have what? We'll have I can take 3. 3 is greater than minus 2. I can take minus 1, 0, any value. Then let's see if that expression will be greater than 0. Then now, let's take 3. 3 plus 2 is greater than what? 0. It means that 5 is greater than 0. It's true that any value which is greater than minus 2 will make this expression, this expression to be greater than 0. That's how we deal with the linear inequalities. What does this thing mean? It means that any value which is greater than minus 2 will make this expression to be greater than 0. Then now we'll do another example on the next video. And thank you. I say peace.